Your PC just crashed. Great. Now, probably no one who's been watching will come back on, so... As I suspected.
Be plain about it, Stiff Spear. You want to lay with me, is that it?
That I do. Will you follow me? To a place more comfortable?
A good plow sword is a rare thing. Lead the way.
That was quick.
Gods. That's worth a verse or two in some skald song. I'll remember that for all time, Eivor.
I will too, brother.
The sagas are never this good. This night remains glorious.
These are the moves of Elmenhar.
So I told the Dane, you get the wool while the Saxon gets his milk. They'll trade with each other, and when the time comes, we'll make it into a good stew for everyone.
You like sheep?
Eivor!
Actually,
Some
when we make
sweet
that
wine
stew,
for
you
a
can have my
sweet
bowl.
swine?
You think in such a strange way.
Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always
Yeah,
felt
well,
like Skoll or Hati. Chasing
I
and
think it was rather
trying
pointless
to
to
fulfill
waste on
Halfdan's
this
wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
you can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna drag his ass down from here and I think I'll wrap it up because
You're very strong.
I pretty much
You're very
lost
large.
all viewers thanks to the half crash on my PC.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
He's sleeping with his eyes open.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now. In all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I have ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good king, Oswald!
To Oswald! Skull!
Skull!
Skull! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king!
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn.
Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes!
And here comes the promised second death whooping.
I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Yeah, I should have killed him.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue. You, always getting in the way! Yeah. East Anglia can burn for all I care!
Hoppa!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What is done is done.
You're
Yep.
leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day I will need you to make good on that alliance.
Yep.
I should find Finir. Say
Shame
goodbye
that
before I
he'll
leave.
probably not survive the alliance.
Valdis,
Will you not stay a moment longer, Eivor?
I should not linger. My banner folk await my return.
I understand.
Take care, Valdis. You fought well and won yourself a worthy king.
I did, didn't I? Take care, Eivor.
Okay, so all these are just
Brother,
empty conversations.
Oswald is in your hands now. Protect your king. And call out to my banner should the need arise.
Aye, Eivor. Without a moment's hesitation. Travel safe.
I will, friend.
Okay, let's go to the guy and cut this short.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die fierce.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
All this stuff. I run it up once. I'm not quite sure I want to do it again. Because some of these were a major pain in the ass. Now the fun fact is, since my PC crashed, it wiped out the vote on the chat as well. That
Since
sucks.
the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
I wish I knew why it was happening, but who knows? Just from one moment to another it crashes out.
Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Yeah, we all know what's gonna happen here.
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
This guy is more sour than
Please start
a
again.
piece of lemon
Tell me
up the
all that has
arse.
happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger,
And we have to
let me
listen
hear your
to
side.
the other guys blabbering. I already know
You
what the
have
decision
known
will
me
be.
as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make
Yeah.
use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler,
He could have.
softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you'll...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here.
Thank
Return to your
God.
homes in peace.
All this so I can make the exact same decision again.
Vibrant painting. After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not. Silver is...
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost
Yeah.
envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned
That
from
dude
you.
definitely dies.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
An arrival. I wonder if Valk is among them.
Definitely is. We've been missing that character for a long time now.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Until next time.
Yeah. Since I'm here already.
Thank you for this. Whether fur, meat, or bone, we will provide only the finest.
And if you intend to go hunting, consider bringing us your kills. We will prepare the hides and heads.
Aye. I've been mounting Petra's trophies for years, and she's a discerning woman.
In all things.
I'll keep that in mind.
In all
Enjoy your
things.
new home.
Eivor, you seem to be someone with a penchant for trophies.
I do like victories, but I rarely keep a record of them.
Your weapons show the marks of great battles, and you walk with a pride that speaks to your triumphs. Am I wrong?
You are not. Why do you ask?
To bolster our trade, of course. Wallace is the finest tanner and taxidermist in all of England. If you wish the tales of your hunts to outlast you, there is no better way than making trophies of your kills. If you defeat a rare and worthy
Can I make a
creature, bring
trophy
it to
out
us.
of,
We will display it for you.
A good idea. Keepsakes to adorn the longhouse.
Well, I had to kill
Thank
the guy.
you, Petra.
Sort of
Oh, and
twice.
before you go, could you spare a moment for a small favor?
Go ahead.
For the past few evenings, I've heard the howling of a pack of wolves just beyond the border of our woods. Unchecked, they will ravage the wild game in this area, and once the deer are dead, they may turn to us.
You feel we should drive them off?
I would eliminate them entirely, with your permission, of course. And your help, if possible.
I do not have the time right now, but I will return.
Yeah, let's check out the harbor.
Good day, good day.
What do you have today?
Celestial Unicorn. Holy mother of Megazoid. This game is getting weirder by the minute. Ha! Okay, 120, and I discovered this literally one day before it ends. Okay, whatever.
I think it inspired. Take care of yourself out there. Drink plenty of fluids.
I have to go.
So long.
Eivor,
Heck
what a
yeah.
pleasure to see you. Oh dear, it feels like it's been so long.
Yeah,
Welcome,
weeks
my
actually,
friend.
because I didn't
You're
play this
most
game at all.
welcome here. Are you well?
Better than well. I am present.
And your mother?
My mother has found her peace at last. She walks through a world seen only in dreams, and will forevermore.
That is all any of us can hope for.
Indeed. Come.
How was your passage?
Exhilarating. The waves and the wind were with us from the start. We flew like seabirds. And how are you? In spite of your stoic look, there is a brightness in your eyes that warms me.
It may be a kind of hope. Our settlement is growing. The people are happy, and I am looking forward to more.
And your visions?
They come and go. But leave all that aside. Let me help you with your things. This way. We found a fine spot for you at the foot of the hill.
Every hour we traveled, I tried to conjure in my mind some vision of this place.
And how close? There? Your home is just ahead?
Tell me about your visions.
They are as they have always been. Little has changed, save their clarity. With every return, the things I see feel less like dreams and more like memories.
And does the Allfather still appear before you?
From time to time, yes. He speaks to me as well, but it feels mad to say such things aloud.
I understand. You can put those just there, thank you.
And here we are.
Lovely, just as you promised. As soon as I am set up here, we can return to the matter of your visions.
Valka, please.
You are touched, Eivor. A conduit for godly tidings. Please, let me help. I may know a way to clarify these visions. An elixir that may open the door of your mind into the realm of the gods.
If you think it would help, I can finish your home myself. Only give me some time.
I would be grateful.
No need, I think
Thank
I
you,
can pull
Eivor.
that up.
Of course. And welcome home.
Yeah, that being said, I think I'm going to wrap this up. And at the end of the day, it's nearly 4 AM here. Would it be nicer if I can get to this point without a major crash with the stream, but I guess at some point I have to build another PC that actually can handle this trying to do.
This will do. Thank you, Eivor.
Anything to help you feel at home.
I am most at home helping others. May we return to the subject of your visions?
We could, if you think it worth something.
I need one more ingredient to finish an elixir for you. Look around the pond there. You will find what I require. Once brewed, this elixir will help you dive deeper into your visions, to see them more clearly.
I don't have that ability just yet. This must be a joke, so I can get in there. Okay, this will be a miracle. I can take it in. Right. So this isn't like Jedi Fallen Order. Man, I have to Google that puzzle. I was supposed to throw lanterns through a waterfall.
I have the plants you need.
Good, good. Once added to the elixir, it will be ready to drink. In taking this, you will have access to the All-Father's wisdom. You will walk the path of Odin and live as he lived so long ago. Prepare yourself for a journey into another time, another plane.
Do I do this right away? Because that's not going to work. I know from experience that without a double gear,
The elixir is
a
ready.
pain.
It will taste like misery itself.
Yeah,
but it will
it
open your
definitely
mind
tasted
to the
like
sights
misery
and
when I
sounds
went
of the
there
Nine
in a
Worlds.
level 76. And I tried to do it. So that elixir will remain untouched. Yeah, it says recommended level 90. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm gonna do this, and
There was so much we
that
were
would be the end for today.
Tove.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tove, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories. When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they're ready. Sven wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work, as if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing.
Yep.
But you are so strong, and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me, or worse. This was the fate woven for me, so I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tove.
Yeah. And I need
know
to
that you're
get
valued.
a shower. So, although the vote was pretty much cancelled out because my streaming PC decided to crash yet again, I think we were pretty much sitting on 50-50 with God of War and this game. So, since I still have about 80% of God of War Ragnarok to play through, I might just throw that on and yeah, until further notice, we're gonna do the vote on the chat regarding which game should be next. And hopefully it's not gonna be 50-50 every time, because that's, well, you know, not quite happening. But the idea would be to have more Assassin's Creed, and on occasion 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, something else, such as God of War Ragnarok, and what else do I have? Ghost of Tsushima, yep. So that's the plan. But for now, I'm going to pop off. Like I said, grab a shower, grab some sleep, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't forget there's a subscribe button you can click on and a bunch of other links to check out. There's another vote on the community tab. I would recommend checking that out as well. A quite important one, actually. And we'll go from there. But for now, I'm catapulting from the hot seat. Till next time, be cool and keep on playing. And that's all.